Howdy do YouTubers out there, and how y'all been doing? Back at you with another video. You know, a friend of mine sent me this recipe, Filthy Cabbage. I don't think I like that name, but I guess I kind of get the gist of it, whereas you're adding things to the cabbage. It's like a non-traditional way to prepare your cabbage, where you're adding protein, you know, into the cabbage rather than just cabbage in and of itself. Okay, I've started off here. Brown about to take them out. This is smoked sausage. This is beef. This is beef smoked sausage. Okay, so just kind of move them around. They're ready to come out. Because I like to get them a nice little char on them. You make them any way you want. I'm coming off the cuff with this. It's not going to be exactly like the recipe that was sent. It was actually a video and I followed it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do that too. Put my own little spin on it. I'm going to get these out of here because they ready. How y'all doing? Okay, so I've already removed the smoked sausage. They sitting here on paper towel. Okay, draining on paper towel. Now, I did not clean out my skillet because you want to save all that flavor. It's all about building flavor. How y'all doing? Building from the bottom up. Now, this is, I started out with olive oil in the bottom of the pan. And then when I added the sausage, that left flavor in there added to the olive oil. Now, I am crumbling up 1 pound of ground turkey. I'm using a medium heat. I know a lot of people are using those really fancy, they're like a grinder type of deal. It's got like a four-sided shape. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Put it in the comments if you know what I'm talking about, because I don't know the actual proper name for it. They use that to crumble up, but I'm using my wooden utensils today. I don't use my wooden utensils as often as I would like to. So I said, you know what? I'm going to get my wooden utensils out today. One thing I learned about wooden utensils, they are antibacterial. They really, really help distribute your food. They're great for cooking. Whoa. Little flame shot up. I ain't no chef now. You know, the chefs had a flame shot up. I had to kind of move my pan over a little bit. Okay, I'm going to increase my fire a little more. And I'm going to get this all brown. Now, when I get this done, I am not going to, you see this juice that filled up? I'm saving that. I will not drain that off because, remember, we're building flavor. That's looking pretty good. And you see I'm using the wooden utensil that has the square and the slots. And I'm just punching it down. Boop, bop, bam. Okay, I'm going to finish browning this and I'll be back. How y'all doing? Okay, I'm back. Y'all bear with me. You know, I've been out of town in 2 different states for a little over a month. And I'm going to tell you, I done got a little rusty with my process here. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to make this video, you know what I'm saying? But what you see here is a little turmeric. I am now seasoning the ground turkey. But yeah, I didn't do a whole lot of cooking, you know, while I was out of town. You know, when you go see family, shoot, they be cooking, you know, and I wasn't really getting into the kitchen that much. That's a little garlic powder. Okay, now I'm going to hit it with a little paprika. Of course, I do not measure. So this is like, of course, totally off the cup. Let's do some black pepper. Let's get that going. Boom, boom. All right. Rosemary. Oh, I'm going to put a little rosemary in there. Okay. And then I have this ginger paste here. Okay. Working with one hand, holding the camera with the other. Y'all already know how he do it, how I do it. Okay. I don't have a whole lot left, so I'm just going to squeeze out what's left, what I can. I am putting my own twist on this. The video that was sent. Their seasonings, of course, were different. 5 fingerfuls of pink Himalayan salt. So their video was a little bit different. Okay, so now I'm going to get my round because I want to distribute these through really good. I'm going to increase my heat. This is my first video since I've been back from being out of town for a little over a month. Y'all bear with me. Please try to my head and not my heart. I'm trying to actually memorize. A good friend of mine sent me that video. I said, oh, I'm going to have to try that. How y'all doing? Now, as you can see, the liquid that was retained from the ground turkey being ground up, as you can see. Now, the seasonings are soaking that up, as you can see. Okay, we just want to get it. I'm just really loving my wooden utensils. They're great. They're great to use. Google it, look it up, and you'll see all the benefits to using wooden utensils as opposed to plastic ones and metal ones. Yes, indeed. How y'all doing? Okay, so now I'm going to reach over and I'm going to get my beef smoked sausage that's been draining on the paper towel. Bam. I'm dropping on up. Blooper. Because I'm working with one hand, y'all. Y'all know how it is. All right. So, I'm going to mix that in too. I'll mix that in too. That's looking good and it is absolutely smelling good. So now I've pumped up the flavor. I have 2 different proteins in here. I have beef smoked sausage and I have my ground turkey. That's looking real good. Okay. Okay, now the next ingredients that I'm going to add is going to create more liquid. This is my onions. I'm big on onions. I cut up like one large onion. Oh, honey, I'm big on that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stir that in. This is going to create moisture. Mix that right in with the meat. Okay, next is my bell peppers. I'm big on that too. This is about a half. This is 3 halves cut elongated of a bell pepper. A red one, a yellow one, and an orange one. Bam. All right. So we just kind of fold. Just kind of fold it around. Is that looking filthy, y'all? They call this filthy cabbage. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Okay, I'm just gonna say cabbage with a little something extra. How y'all doing? Cabbage with a little extra. I don't want to say filthy cabbage. But people might not want to try it. Talk about some filthy cabbage. Oh, I know what I forgot. Almost forgot. Okay, and I've already diced up some garlic here. Fresh garlic. I'm going to put that right on in. Get in there. Get in there. Got to learn how to, you know, when you're ambidextrous and you evenly use both hands when you're performing tasks and things like that, you got to kind of get creative with how you handling things. Okay, so the garlic is over in there. I love garlic. You can never have too much of that. Garlic is excellent for controlling blood pressures in the body. This is highly antioxidant. Onions are highly antioxidant. I've got white onion, red onion in there, and bell peppers. These are all great for boosting the immune system. Highly antioxidant. How y'all doing? Okay, so you hear that sizzle? All right, so next I'm gonna add 1 14.5-ounce can of diced tomatoes, and I'm gonna add the juice too. Just pour right on over. It's almost like making spaghetti. You know, it's giving those type of vibes. It's almost like just like making spaghetti. You're just not using the pasta. You're using cabbage instead. Getting a little fumbly here. Gotta move something out the way. Okay, so bam. Now you can use the what you call this here. You can use the paste if you want, the tomato paste. You can use tomato sauce, but I chose to just use the diced tomatoes in the can. How y'all doing? Okay, and as you can see here, moisture. This is coming from the veggies. So you're always gonna have some type of juice. I will be adding low sodium chicken broth to this. Just basically folding it in. I am going to switch over to a larger pan. I just wanted to start off my saute in the cast iron skillet to really get it going. To really get it going. Let me move these out the way. I'm going to put a cover on this and then get my larger pan out, and we gonna finish this. How y'all doing? Okay, so I'm back with a larger pan. It's a little deeper. Yeah, because everybody know when you cook cabbage, it seemed like a lot, but then it cooked down to almost a little bit of nothing. Okay, so got a little olive oil in here, and this is about a half a stick of butter, which is equivalent to 4 tablespoons. Okay, so it doesn't have to melt all the way. Just get it distributed down a little bit to kind of get it mixed in with the cabbage. Okay, and whenever you all know, whenever you're about to add a wet ingredient, you need to what? Increase your heat. How y'all doing? Okay. That's pretty good. That can kind of float and move at its own pace. I've already cut up my cabbage here. Get that sizzle. I want to add the cabbage. Y'all, I'm woe out. I am woe out, y'all. I'm like, ooh, I'm rusty in this kitchen because, I mean, I tell you what, I didn't do much cooking at all while I was away. Some parts I'm not going to keep. It's a real white. I mostly want the green portion. Okay, so. Ooh, Lordy. So how everybody been doing? I hope all is well with everybody. I tell you what, I was in a very hot state. I'm going to go tell you, I was in Arizona. And it just was wonderful for this osteoarthritis condition I have. I'll tell you what, I barely felt any pain in my back or in my joints or in everything. And I was also in Texas. Watching my grandbabies. Okay, so let's do, I'm going to do a little garlic powder. Put it on here. Let's get a little garlic powder there. Paprika. I always add more seasoning when I add another ingredient. Because as you add ingredients, it begins to dilute the seasonings that you already started out with. And so in continuing of building that flavor, you need to add more seasoning. Okay, so next I'm going to add some black pepper. Lord have mercy, that's ginger. Charge the man down by heart. That's ginger, dry ginger. A little parsley. Cilantro. Y'all, I was looking all over for the black pepper. It was looking right at me. Like what they say, what our elders taught us. If it would have been a snake, it would have bit me. Okay, so now I'm gonna need 2 hands for this because I'm gonna use 2 utensils. I'm gonna use a tossing motion for this. How y'all doing? And voila, the seasonings are now well distributed throughout. Don't that look good? Smelling good too. Now, from my other pan, we're about finishing up. Oh, I got one more ingredient. I have some peeled carrot. This is from a whole carrot that I peeled the outer skin of, and then inside I took the same peeler. Of course, I washed the carrot off real good. I took the same peeler and peeled. Boom. Bam. I like carrot in my cabbage. You do not have to do this. If you decide to try this, you know, if you don't really care for carrots, you don't have to add carrot. It's your own spin on. Tell you, I watch, you know, there's a lot of cooking videos out there, and this one just really captured my interest. I said, oh shoot, they done kick cabbage up to a whole nother level. How y'all doing? And so, folding and tossing in the peeled carrot. Okay, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to take and add this mixture from the beginning into this mixture. Okay, and then I'm going to add some low sodium chicken broth to finish it off. I'm back. How y'all doing? Okay. Everything is mixed in. I'm going to add a little small amount. I'm going to turn up my heat because I'm getting ready to add a wet ingredient. I'm just going to eyeball it. A little bit of low sodium chicken broth to even it out and balance it out so that there won't be any dryness. That's about good enough, I feel. Did I say, y'all know what I think they said dirty cabbage. Like your dirty rice. This is called dirty cabbage, but you know, I put my own spin on it because there were certain ingredients in that recipe video that I chose to opt out. And I'll tell you which ones it was. It was the bacon, and then the jalapeno peppers. But, you know, just to give you the idea, if you want to add that, hey, do what floats your boat. Let me show you how much. There we go. And it's starting to boil. That's what we wanted to do. And once it comes to a full boil, I'm going to turn this off and let it sit. It'll be ready. How y'all doing? Put a lid on it. Let's see if I can do it without. Okay, there we go. And that will help it come to a boil faster. And then it'll be ready. I'm going to simmer it down. How y'all doing? All right, it's been simmering on low. I'm going to turn it off and let's see what we got. Voila. Dirty cabbage. I'm going to take a small portion taste because this is piping hot, of course. This is semi-healthy. It's pretty healthy. It's pretty healthy. Yeah. Okay, so let me skip me a little bit here. I just want to make sure I'm grabbing the meat ingredients too. You get under there. Okay, that looked pretty good. That looked like, you see that? All the goodness. All the goodness. Okay. Let me grab me a fork. Let's get a little taste. I got some. Oh, there's a little bit of ground turkey. I wanted a little more than that. Just got to get it all. I want some onions too. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna finish that in a minute. That's hot. Oh my gosh, the flavor is amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Try this. It is absolutely delicious. Dirty cabbage. If you haven't done so already, this is a new way to kick up your cabbage. The same old, same old. It's beautiful. It's colorful. And it's meaty. And it's very juicy. Thank you all so very much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, which will alert you and let you know that there's a new video uploading. I thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for hanging in there with me. I know I don't post always consistently because sometimes life be life. And like I previously mentioned, I was out of town for a little over a month in 2 different states. And I just didn't get a chance to do a video of things of that nature. So I was on grandma duty, best friend duty. You know, it was it was a time. It was a time. But I thank you all so much for hanging in there with me. I love y'all. Y'all stay blessed. How y'all doing?